right here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On play action, they'll throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 9. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Here comes third down at 7. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Chargers have 4-11 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Howell going to go for it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. He's on his way. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give running left. It's Sanders. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Sanders will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Gibson. 59 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Here's Herbert now on second down.
Being chased out left.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Quick throw here to Johnston. Oh, nice move.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Escapes the defender. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing here, Howell. Here's a diving catch right side. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Here's Howell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? There he goes, right side. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Touchdown, LA. Miles Sanders, 69 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Powell throwing on first down here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Baylor Tiger.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 214 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell down to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. Now Sanders. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 239 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And once more, Howe back to the air. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Powell, he'll look to throw it. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Straight ahead, Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Howell. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column.